Breaking news, reporting to you live from Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. It has since been discovered that COVID-19 is not the only global pandemic that has hit the world in the year 2020. Apparently, there is a wave that has hit the world of self-love deficiency. The symptoms of this deficiency are low self esteem, anxiety, depression, and fear of the unknown. People are encouraged that if they are ever to be experiencing these symptoms, they must tune in to the Scarlet Sherry Diaries for a self love bootcamp. That's right, that's the vaccine that is being used to combat this terrible self love deficiency. And the government is urging the general public that if anyone from your family or your friends is suffering from this deficiency, they must quickly tune in to the Scarlet Sherry Diaries for a self love bootcamp. For more news, please wait for the 6 o'clock bulletin. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another fun-filled episode of the Scarlet Sherry Diaries. It's your girl, Beverly Katie, and today, as you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about the 7 essentials for your self-love journey. So last week for my previous video, I gave you guys the 7 habits of people who love themselves. So what I generally did was to give you an image of a person who loves themselves. I showed you how they are, how they act, the principles that they have that you can also adapt into your day-to-day life. But today I am giving you your armor, I'm giving you your ammunition, I am giving you the 7 essentials for your self-love journey. If you don't have this, well, you can't really start your self-love journey. So these are a must-have. They are your armor, they are your ammunition, they are your weapons. So please do me a favor, grab your pen, grab your paper, let's start boot camp. Okay. This is our own version of boot camp, right? We do not have dumbbells, we do not have bench presses, we do not have that kind of stuff. We have our pen, we have our paper, we have our mind, we have our ears. So grab that and come back here. I've never been a fan of New Year's resolutions. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm not one person who, when they think of something, they do it there and then. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another fun. So let's get right into it. So essential number 1 for your self-love journey would be honesty. You have to be purely honest with yourself. If you fail to be honest with yourself, then you might as well not do the self-love journey, because you really won't benefit anything from it and you won't grow. It's as good as you're doing nothing. So you have to be very honest with yourself. It might be a little bit uncomfortable to tell yourself the truth and know your mistakes and identify your problems and try to find solutions, but it is needed for your self-love journey to be a successful process. So you have to sit yourself down and ask yourself the hardest questions and be completely honest. So I would say question number 1 that you have to ask yourself is, do I really love myself? Of which, if you're really looking for getting on or embarking on a self-love journey, you already know that it's self answering. If there's something like that, you already know that you do not love yourself right now. You might not be loving yourself at the moment. So, if you're honest with yourself about that, then the second big question that you have to ask yourself is why? Why don't you love yourself? There can be a number of reasons for this. Is it because of the way you were raised? Weren't you given much attention when you were growing up? Or is it from past experiences, maybe from past romantic relationships? Like, is it an ex? Is it a toxic relationship that you were in? Or you don't love yourself because of the way you look? You don't love yourself because of your body shape? You don't love yourself because you feel society doesn't accept the way you look? Or is it pressure? Is it actually pressure from society? Do you feel like you're not enough? Do you feel like you can't accept yourself for who you really are? Is it your sexuality? Is it because you do not know yourself too well? Do you feel like you've been putting a lot of energy and a lot of effort in getting to know other people, but you've been neglecting yourself? So all of these can be reasons as to why you don't love yourself. So how can knowing all of this help you, benefit you? If you know all of this, you can now look for a solution to the problem, and you can actually embark on a journey to like accepting things for how they really are. So I personally feel like there are certain things that we can control, and there are other things that are beyond our control. So being honest with yourself will really help you in identifying what you can control, like what you can change about yourself that you don't really like, or the things that are around you, or the world that is around you, your day-to-day atmosphere, like what you fit into yourself and the people that you associate with. And then the things that are just beyond your control, things that you have to accept for what they are and learn to love and enjoy them. Like, you really can't change the way your face looks. All you can do is to love it for the way it is. Like, look for things that are appealing to you and start loving them and start appreciating yourself for them, and maybe enhance the beauty of your face, whether you're using like light makeup or whatever you're gonna do, but stuff that is going to help you love what you already have. So honesty is a very important factor in this self-love journey, and it's got extra benefits. Like, if you learn to be honest with yourself, you're also going to learn to be honest with others. I think i think in life, I'm not saying you must do this, but I feel like it's a little bit better to lie to other people than to lie to yourself. Because if you lie to yourself, you're hindering growth. Like, you won't grow, and in turn, the world around you won't get better. Like, the people that you associate yourself with, you can actually cause damage to them because you're lying to yourself. Because one day, you may be young today, but one day you're going to be a parent. And if you're the kind of person who lies to themselves, you lie to yourself for the rest of your life, and it can cost your kids. You lying to yourself, because you won't grow, you won't become a better person, you become something else, and it will actually cost your kids. The way that you are will cost your kids one day. The way that you are will cost your spouse one day. The way that you are will cost your parents, will cost the people that you work with. So really, it's something that you must take seriously, that's bettering yourself. So honesty is the best policy when it comes to your self love journey. Essential number two would be everything that makes you happy in the entire world that doesn't involve another person. So, one of the benefits of embarking on a self love journey is learning how to be happy by yourself, how to be happy alone. So, you have to have your guilty pleasures, okay? You have to have everything that makes you happy. Is it having popcorn and watching your series at the end of the day, at the end of a busy day? Is it listening to your favorite artist's album? Is it going window shopping in town? Is it playing FIFA for like the whole entire day, just one day of your weekend, playing FIFA the whole day? Can you play FIFA alone? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Playing games, doing whatever makes you happy. So you need that. You need to make a list of the things that make you happy. Be it on paper, be it on in your mind, be it on your phone, of the things that make you happy, that you feel like you are escaping from the world and you have your moment of imagination and you're living in this world of fantasy and you're enjoying yourself. Then you can come back afterwards. You can come back to the real world after that. If you watched my video last week, you'd know what I called that. I called that recharging yourself for the maximum performance when you get out there into the world. So what you need, an essential for your self-love journey, would be everything that makes you happy, everything that makes your heart smile. Did you know that hearts can smile? Essential number three would be a journal or a diary. I know a lot of people would be like, oh, I don't write my feelings down. I don't feel the need for a journal. That is for sissies. That is for girls. That is for girly girls. I'm not talking about that, okay? You do not necessarily have to write your feelings down if you're not comfortable with it. But if you're really comfortable with it, I feel like it's therapeutic to people who are comfortable with it. But the main reason for keeping a journal or a diary is to keep track of your progress. Okay, you can keep track of, you can first write down like the problems that you have, like how you feel, and then the solutions, like what you intend to do to solve those problems, and then keep track keep track of your journey, keep track, and keeping track will help you keep on track. Do you get it? Like, it will help you keep on track. You'll be like, okay, I didn't do this, I did that. You can check yourself like after every week or after every fortnight. It really helps. It keeps you on track. Keeping track keeps you on track. You know what? I should have a t-shirt that has that saying. But anyways, if you don't necessarily feel the need to have like a physical journal, you can use your phone, or you can use, well, I don't know if it will conflict with self-love journey, but you can use another person. Like, you can use your best friend. You can ask your best friend to help you keep track of whatever you're doing, whatever problems you're trying to solve. But if you really want it to be like something you're working on by yourself, then you have to find other means that don't involve other people. And then if you're not comfortable with like writing your feelings down on paper, if it's not therapeutic for you, I encourage you sit down in front of a mirror or press a video recorder on your phone and talk to yourself. If you really feel comfortable with yourself, telling yourself what's going on in yourself, you can do that. You can sit down in front of a mirror or in front of your phone and talk to yourself. Really let everything out. Don't leave a detail out. You just have to like say everything, pour everything. If you're really struggling with getting over an ex, you have to talk to yourself about it. You have to talk yourself out of not texting him again. You have to talk yourself out of not going back to him if it was a toxic relationship. You just have to do it. So you, or another thing that might help in the issue of getting over an ex would be using the same technique, like sitting in front of a mirror, but instead of talking to yourself, you talk to him. Okay, you say everything that you wanted to say to him that you didn't get to say to him or her that you didn't get to say, and just let it out. Just let it out. If you want to punch something, go punch something outside. Just try and get it out of your system so that you make way for another love that is not coming from someone else but is coming from you, the love that is from within. So I hope this is going to help you. It's very, very essential. What did I say? Essential number three is, oh, a journal or a diary. Essential number four would be time. You need time for you to embark on the self-love journey and finally get to your destination of loving yourself completely and being comfortable with yourself, accepting yourself for who you are, and being able to enjoy yourself. You will need a great deal amount of time. So personally, I feel like you have all the time in the world to work on yourself. Well, I'm here to tell you that I'm here to tell you something that might not sit well with you, but hey, you've got time. It's a matter of what you prioritize. So for now, if you're about to embark on a self-love journey, you better prioritize yourself. So I don't want you to be I want you to be selfish, but not too selfish. How can I differentiate this so that you understand? I want you to be a certain degree of selfish, okay? Like, um, don't like put other people's happiness first before yours, but be careful there. Be careful. I'm not saying like don't care about the rest of the people in the world. You certainly have to care, but just make sure there is a balance. Just make sure you also have enough time for yourself. And then for those who are in romantic relationships, because I know it might be a problem, some of the people out there would end up using this as an excuse and be like, I want to focus on myself, and then they no longer like paying attention to the person that they're in a relationship with. I'm not saying don't pay attention to them. I'm saying balance. I'm saying manage your time. You can find time to spend with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and you can find time to spend with your family, but you have to also make time to spend with yourself. Make time to work on yourself. I don't think it takes like the whole entire week. I don't think it eats up like 22 hours of your 24-hour day. It doesn't. You can actually find like 30 minutes in your day, 30 minutes in your day just to focus on yourself. Cut down the hours of your sleep and find those 30 minutes. Don't tell me I don't have time. I told you, habit number five, for the 7 habits of people who love themselves, they are masters of time management. So do that. Manage your time and you'll find time to work on yourself. And then another factor of time when it comes to your self-love journey is that it doesn't happen overnight. It's something that is a process. It can actually take up to 6 months, or maybe 6 months is too long, but it's never too long, it's never too short for anybody. It just depends on the person, how they feel. But if you like take like a reasonable amount of time out of your day to just work on yourself consistently, you start seeing results. It's like any workout, it's like any study session, it needs time and consistency. Hey, consistency is another essential. It's coming out to be another essential. So, yeah, essential number four is time. Essential number five would be space. Okay, you need space as much as you need time, you need space. Space in the sense that you need space away from the things that are a distraction to your self love journey. If you were having like toxic friendships, toxic relationships, um, toxic relatives, it can happen. You just have to identify the things that were toxic to you, the things that were leading you into a deep hole of depression and anxiety, and take space from those things. Just put them down on paper, identify them, and then try as much to spend time away from those things, you know, and just have time to breathe. So you are just going to use the out of sight, out of mind saying in the situation, and just take all of those things. Like, I'm going to give you an analogy, maybe you will understand. Just act like you're cleaning out your room. Take out all the rubbish, even from your mind, even from your thoughts. You can try and do that. Like, take out all the rubbish, take out all the things that let you down, things that don't make you progress further in life, things that you feel like are so heavy on your heart, on your shoulders, on your mind, and just put them in a refuse bag. Put them in a refuse bag and take out the trash. Like, take out the metaphoric trash. Stand by your gate and wait for for that garbage disposal truck, and put that trash into the truck and let it go. See it with your mind's eye driving away, and feel yourself breathing again. And then go take your air freshener, go take your cleaning supplies, start cleaning. What would be your cleaning supplies? Self-help books, good friends, like encouraging friends, good relationships. Invite that to fill up the space of what was letting you down and what was metaphoric garbage to your mind and to your life. So you need space away from that metaphoric garbage, like those toxic friendships, toxic relationships, toxic relatives, toxic activities. Anything that is toxic, get rid of it and drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. That is everybody who is encouraging you, every TV show that is encouraging to you, every book that is encouraging to you, and you'll be good. You'll be good. Essential number six would be inspiration. I encourage you to look for a role model if you didn't have already. Like, don't idolize the person, but someone who you feel has their life put together and has a life that you would really want to live, like life that you envy in a good way. So have your inspiration, have that role model in your mind, and it's going to help you reach the point that you want to reach in terms of your self-love journey. If um you are like inspired by somebody's work ethic, if you are inspired by somebody's style, if you're inspired by somebody's time management techniques, I really encourage you to spend more time with that person. Doesn't have to be physical. If that person is a celebrity, it can be a celebrity. Mostly it is a celebrity. So spend time with them. If it's an incredible YouTuber, watch their YouTube videos like a lot of times. If it's somebody from a TV show, watch that TV show oftenly. If it's somebody that you can see physically, spend more time with them. You need that inspiration. Feed your mind with what they usually do to get their things done, and you'll see, like, after a few weeks or after a month or so, you'd be a different person just from spending time with that person, or just from like feeding your mind with how that person is. Like, if you want to have an incredibly work ethic, you see your work ethic changing just from like watching that person and taking notes from what they're doing. And then essential number 7 would be faith, trust, and belief in yourself. You have to believe that you can do it. You can do it by yourself. You can work on yourself. You can finally get to a place where you love yourself. You can finally get to a place where you are not codependent. You do not rely on your friends a lot. You do not rely on your family for happiness. You do not rely on a person you are in a romantic relationship with for your happiness and joy in your life. So you really have to have faith in yourself, and you really have to cultivate habits um, that will help you have faith and trust yourself. Trusting yourself is very important because no one makes decisions for you other than yourself, especially when you're now an adult, when you're now above 18. There are certain things in your life that you have to make decisions for yourself, and if you do not trust yourself, you won't make good decisions. So you really have to like cultivate that trust in yourself. And how do you do that? You have to make yourself a better person for you to come up with better decisions. And then for those below 18, I know your parents have a huge role in your life, but hey, there are certain things that we make decisions for ourselves, even if we are still under the guidance of our parents. So, and I want to say this, but I say it with all due respect to our parents, but they sometimes do not always make the best decisions. So sometimes you really have to like stand up for yourself and do what's best for you. So you have to know what the best is, and you have to have that trust in yourself. You have to have faith, and you have to really believe that you can do anything that you put your mind to. And for you to have faith, trust, and belief in yourself, you also have to have faith, trust, and belief in a higher power. So you really have to have faith in God. You really have to pray to Him and ask Him for His guidance in your life. For every decision that you make, He always has to be there. You have to consult with Him first. And if you consult with Him, trust me, you will trust Him and you will trust yourself. If you really trust Him, you'll find yourself trusting yourself as well. So, hey, it's time to work on that faith and that trust and that belief in yourself. You can do it. You can do everything. Okay, we've come to the end of our video. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and wait for more self-love bootcamp videos. I do not know how many I will do, but I want you to stay tuned because I want to like try and tackle every aspect of this self-love process. We are going to go deep, go into family issues, friendships. Wait, friendships? I think I did one on friendships before. So if I want to talk about friendships, I'll just put the link in the description box. And we are also going to go deep into romantic relationships, how they affect you and how they affect the way you see yourself, and how they can make you not love yourself if things don't go right, if things go wrong. So yeah, please follow this self-love mini series and ask your friends to tune in too. I love you so much, and that will never change. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time on my next video.